So daripada di
It's
sini tuh cerita
pretty
kamera dia tuh
old.
yang killer guna
Possible
tuh.
we could make it work, but it's not exactly what we had in mind. Mm-hmm. Uh, how much are you asking for it?
Oh, there's a tiny little price tag on it, but I seem to have forgotten my reading glasses. Why don't you take a look?
$10.
Appreciative, doubtful.
Okay, sure. I think that seems reasonable for something like this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
You're
for finding us a
welcome.
camera.
It was no trouble at all. It truly is such a joy to see young people so passionate about the arts.
Yeah. Yep, that's us.
Bermula lah.
Wait, guys. Oh, I'm such a moron. I told my mom I'd pick up some milk on the way home.
Oh, do you want me to...
Hold this. Be right back.
Wait, Chris, we just spent all the money.
Emergency sock quarter.
Emergency sock cord?
Okay. Rock salt, buy milk. Macam biasalah. Tengok-tengok dulu dia punya detail, ubat-ubat, medicine, tissue, paper roll. Okay. Ni lawa dia punya apa? Lighting, cahaya matahari tu. Oh, no. Okay. Ini peluru. Oh, bukan. What waterlock shoe. Okay. Collection baru 3 kan. Okay. Alright. Alright. Milk. Saya tengok-tengok dulu lah. Alright.
I could so find a place for these in Murder Mill. If we had any cash to spare, which we absolutely do not.
Wow, dia punya lighting cahaya ni. So real.
Cursed movies? Really? Must be a slow news day.
Kamakan na main soup to. Nanti lah. It's time for checking out. Beli susu.
Another missing kid. I hope they're found.
Ring bell.
Oh. Hey, Chris.
Robert! Wait, I thought you worked at the library.
How would you know? Don't think I ever saw you come in.
I got spies everywhere, man.
So, Linda.
Busted.
You can always come in yourself, you know. Books don't bite.
Linda's the bookworm. I'm more of a movie worm.
I don't think that's a real kind of worm.
Neither's a bookworm.
So we're about to close in like 2 minutes, so...
Oh, right, yeah. Ring me up.
All right, that'll be 25 cents.
Okay.
Yeah, you sure don't see coin like this working in the library. Actually, you don't see any coin. It's volunteer hours.
Not so bad if you like to read, I guess.
True. We've got a rad horror section too.
Didn't know you were a horror guy. Just books?
Movies, comics too. Whatever I can get my hands on.
You know, Jaime and Linda and I are all making a horror movie down at the old Cedar Steel Mill.
No kidding.
We could always use an extra hand if you're into that kind of thing.
Super into it.
But
Tambah lagi.
Does my dad know you're going into the mill? He watches that place like a hawk.
yeah, we had a little run-in with him today, but we're gonna sneak back in to shoot the rest.
Man. I would love to be involved.
Involved in what?
Hey, Dad. Yeah, Chris was just telling me about a
We're putting together a fundraiser.
to show movies at the library.
Okay. You need a ride home?
Oh yeah, let me just get my bag.
Chris. I'm sorry I was a little harsh with you and your friends before. I just wanted to make sure you're taking me seriously.
I get it. They told me about Frank Stone. Gotta be a lot of demons in a place like that.
You spend enough time in my line of work, you realize every place has got its demons. You ready? Take care.
Hey. I can get you back into the mill without him knowing. Just say the word.
Let's make a movie.
I have worn many masks over the centuries. Dr. Augustine Lieber was renowned, professional, and trusted. Frank Stone confided in me, allowed me to unlock his potential during those dark days in the psychiatric ward. And now, a new guise, a new timeline. A new chance. Giving them the camera, I admit, was unfair even for me. They couldn't know what power they held in their hands, nor what cruelty awaits them in the steel mill. But what true creator wouldn't suffer for their art?
Part 3. Part 4.
Okay.
Bad dream? Ugh. How long was I out? I don't even remember falling asleep.
15, 20 minutes? Seems like it was a pretty intense dream.
Wait, what happened to Augustine again?
She left.
Left?
She said she had to do something very urgently in her private reliquary.
Hey, now that we're all awake again, can we forget about Augustine for a minute and talk about the 1,000-foot-long elephant in the room?
Oh.
1,000 feet is the average length of film in a movie.
Oh.
Guess we were all playing it close to the vest before. Huh.
It's not my film. I just worked on it. Didn't direct it. It's not even on my official filmography.
I meant how we were all holding back about our film strips.
Oh. Right.
Whether you take credit for it or not, it's definitely the most infamous project that's associated with you. Cursed film collectors have been unsuccessfully searching for any trace of it for years. And now we are all here, each with our own little slice of a mysterious pie. It's a pretty big deal.
So, all of our film strips, they're part of this movie you and your friends made, Linda?
If they're not fakes, yeah.
Mine's not fake.
And all that stuff you said about it being cursed?
Murderous rages, CIA interrogation, total disassociation with reality. Because it's so rare, only a few people know for sure. So they say. If Augustine wants the only known surviving pieces of it, she's gonna have to pay up.
Why do you think she wants it so bad? I mean, it's not really cursed, right?
I prefer not to dwell on the past. We're here, someone's offering to buy our sections of the film. That is all I'm concerned with right now.
Providence goes a long way towards a successful sale.
So do motives. I don't know about you, but I would very much like to know why Augustine is so desperate to get her hands on this film.
Well, first rule of business is to gather every bit of intel you can on your opponent. And I don't know about you two ladies, but I have been itching to get a little look-see around this big old house of curiosities.
Are we allowed to look around?
What do you say, Director? Want to keep sitting around, or want to peek behind the curtain?
I'm guilty.
I think I'm good here.
You're lost.
Oh. Talk to Maddie.
So, Murder Mill? I'm guessing it's not a romantic comedy?
Years back, there was this killer. Frank Stone. Used to mutilate his victims at the old Cedar Steel Mill.
Frank Stone. I think I've heard of him. Hey, wait! Oh, never thought your little Maddie Bear would end up in a place like this, huh?
That?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
What were you shouting about?
Look at this place! You should shoot one of your movies here.
Why?
Because it's cool as hell!
We might as well take a look around. Can't deny this place would make an incredible film location.
Yes, that's true.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Well, thanks. It's Italian. Well, the shoes are Italian. And a belt. I got a cheat from a guy. He's got a guy who's got a pants guy, so I got these pants from his guy's guy, had them tailored just right by the other guy I know, who also got me the blazer, which is like a super limited VIP club edition. But you want to know a secret?
Sure.
Found the turtleneck in a secondhand shop.
Scandalous.
Right? Don't tell him. Ah, yes. Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Before all this goes any further, I need to know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
Well, it's no secret, really. After my mom died a few months ago, I found it when I was going through her stuff.
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
Both, or...
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
Yeah, it... How did you know that?
You look just like her.
Did you know my mom?
A long time ago. A whole other lifetime. Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime. I never met him.
I hadn't heard that Bonnie had passed.
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Wow. Maddie, it's quite sad. Very touching.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. It's never easy to lose someone you love.
Thanks. Lucky for me, it wasn't my first rodeo.
Bonnie. I wish I'd stayed in touch with her.
Weren't you wondering where both of our film strips came from?
I don't suppose you'd like to enlighten me.
Of course.
And?
Well, I can't just tell you for free, can I? This kind of information is very valuable.
What's your price?
You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Besar nih tempat tuh. Cantik lagi.
Cool statue. Missing a piece, though. Wow. Powerful resemblance in Augustine's family. That or Augustine loved...
Whoa.
Quite a piece. Look at the metalwork.
It's beautiful. Yeah? Now what would you do if it was... You'd really get a kick out of this place. And then you'd probably kick me out of this place and keep it all to yourself.
Talking to someone special?
What? What do you mean?
Like Bonnie, perhaps?
I've just felt so, like, empty since she died. Like I'm sleepwalking through a nightmare and I just can't seem to wake up.
It never gets easier when you lose someone. But it does become less suffocating.
I hope so, because sometimes I just feel like I'm going crazy. Like, she really is out there, guiding me, trying to tell me something. That's why I came here. It felt like that's what she wanted me to do. I know you said it had been a really long time, but can you tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Gosh. Well, she was the most intimidating girl I've ever met. Even after I got to know her. She did everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop her.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
Isn't very pass.
To be honest, I don't think it's a good idea to dwell on the past. It's very easy to get stuck looking the wrong way. Until you don't even see what's coming right in your path.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know if I'm ready to move on yet.
That's understandable. But I'd be careful. Wearing that kind of grief on your sleeve makes you vulnerable.
What do you mean?
I don't want you putting too many expectations on whatever you hope to get out of this.
You mean from Augustine?
Hey, guys. Look.
What? I don't see anything.
Ah! There! Right there!
Oh my god, there's someone out there!
If someone else did find out this deal is going down, they might be after the film strips.
Healthy competition does make for better offers.
My guess is that if they're all dressed in black and prowling around the place like a thief, they're not here to make an offer.
Maybe they just want to make a dramatic entrance.
Should we tell Augustine? They might be dangerous.
Even if you wanted to tell her, good luck finding her.
She said she was going to her private reliquary. That's a place for artifacts, right?
There's artifacts all over the place.
Right. So, if you were gonna have a private place for extra special, extra valuable artifacts, maybe you'd put them behind a door like that.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
I doubt anything can get through that, including sound.
Which means it might be the safest place to be, whether Augustine's in there or not.
Okay.
Wow. Sakto dun. Phantom of Celestine. Oh, cantik oh.
What's taking them so long? I thought we were gonna have a production meeting before we shoot. Van's already all loaded up.
I read an article that said girls don't like it when guys get all twisted up about their punctuality. They find it controlling.
What? Why did you need an article to tell you that?
I just thought you might find that information useful.
I'm not trying to control Chris. Just got a lot to do.
Uh-huh.
Hey, right on time!
Time to get cooking. What?
Nothing. Just trying to keep a low profile. Bonnie snooping around.
All right. Is everybody ready to get this production meeting started? We got a big night ahead of us. Guys, I gotta tell you, my mind's going like a million miles an hour right now. Did you know you can get like every newspaper article ever written at the library? It's insane. It's all right there.
No, tell me more.
I've spent like all day looking up every single thing I could find about Frank Stone, the mill, the murders. We are sitting on a freaking gold mine here.
Sounds like a productive day.
And yes, I had some help from my assistant.
I aim to please.
Oh, that reminds me. Now that you are an official member of the team, gotta wear the team jersey.
Wow. This is this is amazing. I'm honored.
You wanna wear the stripes? You gotta earn the rights.
I promise I'll be the best ancillary producer you've ever seen.
Production assistant.
Yeah, totally.
Feast your eyes.
Whoa. Wait, where's Sheriff Green?
Yeah, so Dad's never exactly been stoked about that.
But I thought he got the guy.
Yeah. And Sheriff Cushik took all the credit. People around here knew what was up, but
Let me see that.
This one's a 10-year retrospective. They go into all sorts of grisly details left out of the press the first time around.
and Dad got a little more credit too.
This is big deal stuff. We're making our movie in the very same spot it went down. Can't beat that.
Uneasy.
Stone's victims were real people. This was a real person.
Yeah? So?
I don't know. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to look at their picture.
And this is suddenly now a problem for you?
It's not a problem. It's just a little weird.
You were just like super gung-ho when I got here. What gives, man?
Nothing. I just don't want to, like, exploit any of the victims or whatever.
We're not gonna exploit Stone's victims. I'm just trying to maximize the potential of our main location. That's how you make a good movie.
I think you're missing the point. It's not about the mill.
So what's the big deal?
You don't think you're, like, a little too excited about everything that happened there?
Jaime, if it bothers you so much, you can always stay home.
Chris.
He's kinda #1 on the call sheet.
What does that mean?
He's the main actor. We can't shoot without him.
Yeah, I know. I was just kidding, obviously.
Obviously.
Robert and I are gonna look for any more locations in the mill connected to Stone where we can shoot. Then I'm gonna go make this thing, any way I have to.
Oracle of the Omniverse.
Here, why don't you start with these?
So we're looking for Frank Stone references.
We're looking for anything referencing specific locations in the mill that could be
An
associated.
Omniverse?
The mill's a
Far
pretty
out.
huge place.
That's why I'm sure there's gotta be something we haven't found yet.
Definitely possible.
We'll find it. Here, look at this. Mill projections dire for fall season.
It mentions Frank?
No, but it goes into the mindset of the workers. People were depressed. There were suicides.
At the mill?
Not at the mill, but like people who worked there or got laid off.
Damn.
This was a year or two before the murders started.
Does not sound like a fun place to spend a 12-hour shift.
There are a couple articles like this. The mill was in serious
Can't
decline.
believe Mom's
But
finally
if it
getting
doesn't
out.
mention Frank.
I don't
Can't
know.
wait.
It's all related to him, to the way he was, or why he did what he did, or something.
That's your expert opinion?
It's just a hunch.
I pulled some of these today too.
What's that?
Obituaries from around the
Sure, no
time
one was sad to see it go.
and a little before.
Oh, good thinking.
Journalists sure can't get enough of Frank Stone. I wonder if Linda's okay with all this Frank Stone stuff. I didn't want to say anything, but I'm just not a fan of this.
Understandable.
Understandable.
Her whole obsession with Frank Stone and the murders just feels a little intense. Maybe it's because she's not from Cedar Hills, but you know, those victims could have been any of us or our families.
But they weren't.
So you don't think it matters either?
I didn't say it didn't matter. I just meant it happened a long time ago. And Chris is excited because some of the locations could work really well for the film.
Like this one. Take a look.
What is all this?
I came up with a new scene to shoot.
That you wrote?
Yeah,
Does Chris?
I told Chris about it last night.
Oh, she was into it?
Yeah, we'll shoot it if we have time.
Cool.
This furnace chamber location is perfect, but I wouldn't have known about it without Chris's research.
I don't know. This looks cool, but I really don't think they should have wasted all this time doing more research.
She's the director. She calls the shots.
It's our movie.
But she's the director.
Oh! Yes!
Huh?
What is...
It's a picture of Frank Stone?
Look at the date.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
This is from before the murders, before they realized it was Frank.
It's about mill operations, kind of a puff piece to drum up interest in new recruits. Hello, what is this?
Look at the caption.
Worker Frank Stone, machine shop.
Bullseye.
Machine shop, huh?
We've got to shoot there. That's it. That's the place.
It's perfect.
So, time to go?
Okay, people, company move. Time to head on out and shoot the shit out of this thing. Let's go, let's go. Time is money. Let's make a movie.
Habis.
Now, what were you little ding-dongs working on? Hello. Interesting.